Hi, I'm Mike Butler. I'm one of the psychology teachers at KGV. Psychology at KGV has had a very successful few years in terms of actually kind of increasing the actual results, increasing the A stars and the A grades within our students. But not just that, we've also kind of improved the actual student experience. Over the last 3 years, we've introduced what's called Brain Day, where we have Professor Guy, who comes from Nottingham University, to give a talk on the brain, and he does a brain dissection for us. And he introduces us to the advances in technology in terms of kind of brain research. We've also kind of organised different trips. We've been to London, we've gone to Venice, we've been to Germany, and we've been to Poland. The annual criminology conference they take our students to in Manchester every year. This has been really useful in relation to kind of finding out a criminal perspective. Every year they kind of use a different criminal to explain what their life behind bars was like. And also it kind of helps look at things like rehabilitation. We've had past guests looking about the mafia queen, a lady who basically worked in the mafia, went to jail, and now she's working within criminology and being able to kind of use her experiences to improve, obviously, from the criminal justice system. We've had trips to some of the famous psychologists in Bardo, who looked at the famous prison experiment, Professor Elizabeth Loftus, whose main focus is on eyewitness testimony. I enjoy teaching psychology because it's a subject which is constantly changing, particularly in relation to, obviously, what's been happening within the UK. So we look at things like mental illness and how things like that's been on the rise. We kind of look at the reasons behind this. We look at kind of the treatments for this. We also look at things like attachment behaviour, memory formation, and as well as things like social influence and how that can actually have an impact on our particular behaviour. And also be able to apply the subject we do in psychology to the real world, so such as something like health promotion and how you can kind of use compliance and conformity, and in some cases obedience, to actually kind of get the nation to kind of take on a change of health behaviours. Normal week we tend to have lessons which are kind of mixed in with kind of different types of videos. We look at different types of questions. We also kind of use a lot of discussion in psychology to make sure students can kind of see what the kind of benefits in terms of real-world application are for actual kind of psychological topic areas, such as things like memory research, or particularly at the moment we've been talking about brain functionality and how our brains are able to kind of adapt as a result of brain injury.